Hi Scorpios, this is going to be your reading from September the 15th to the 30th. I hope everyone is having a nice September so far. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. As you see now, I have a freestanding mic because the louds were not working for me at all. So I'm hoping the sound is better here for you. In these readings. Like I said, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. If it's not resonating with you, check your moon and rising, because you could be in that energy as well. Let's just kind of pull some cards here. So I'm going to start with the Angel Oracle deck and then move on to traditional tarot and back to Oracle at the end, just how I kind of do my readings. So the message you got this week is expect miracles. Wonderful. Expect miracles. Your message. Miracles occur naturally. They're always ready to unfold, and your angels are encouraging you to prepare yourself for them now. A miracle doesn't have to be an extravagant change in circumstances. It can be a simple shift of energy that creates a wave of love in your life. And if you need something positive to happen, or you're praying hard for something, this card brings you a message that something exciting and healing is about to unfold. In order to help this along, you're being guided by your angels to recognize and honor your own worth. Realize that you are absolutely worthy of miracles, and they will unfold for you in your life. Your entire life has been brought together by miracles, and they're happening all the time. The miracles that you need isn't a difficult one, because in the hands of the divine, anything is possible. Ooh, what a beautiful kind of encouraging card here for you, Scorpio. Alright, just give me a moment to kind of pull some traditional tarot cards here, and then we will kind of move on from there. For Scorpios, please. Let me just feel this energy that I am feeling for Scorpio. We're getting this really big energy of just kind of new. I don't know if this is like energy of like a new you, or if this is energy of just new experiences. But I feel change, and I feel, and I mean change is represented in these cards here as well, but I just feel that kind of sense of kind of newness here. So maybe you are feeling like, you know, there's a lot of new experiences happening in your life, Scorpio. Maybe you have kind of gone through kind of a spiritual maybe evolution here. Maybe you have kind of a new outlook on life. I'm just getting that precipice of kind of like new feeling, like something's different here. Saying the word perspective as well, so you might be having new perspective on things, maybe on life, maybe on yourself, maybe just in general here, because it's interesting. We have the death card in the reverse, Scorpio, and Scorpio is represented by the death card in the kind of tarot deck. When it's in the reverse like this, it's like we're not allowing something to end here. A cycle may be continuing itself. We're not letting something completely die. Letting something completely end. That's kind of what the death card represents. It's more of a kind of going around in circle, and sometimes this could be a negative thing, right? We are continuing bad cycles. We are continuing this loop of feeling like something is never ending or never changing here. But I just want you to know that's not the full case here. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse, which is kind of trusting things. I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but I'm feeling a strong presence with this, or like a spiritual presence with this. And it's funny because I don't really think of this when I think of this card, of the death card in reverse, but they're saying internal in some way. Something's internal. Something not internal, eternal is what I'm trying to say here, Scorpio. Something's eternal, never ending, never changing, never completely dying, and trusting that. And this is kind of what they are kind of what they're kind of relaying this message to me is, which is interesting, because again, I'm just getting this message of something's eternal, it's never dying, something's not always completely done here, which is kind of like what we want out of this death card in reversed, because it feels like the good way of kind of seeing things, or feeling the good way that is eternal. So we're trusting things a little bit more here, trusting that, you know, nothing is completely over, that we're continuing on, like one foot in front of the other. It's feeling, Scorpio, it's feeling like this idea, and this is the idea that I believe as well, is that energy does not die. You know, it doesn't die at all, it doesn't go anywhere, it is not completely finished. So you might be having those spiritual revelations right now, or feeling that, or maybe you know, maybe like I was saying, this kind of new energy, maybe this is kind of rebuilding yourself, or just feeling like you are just kind of in this state of new, in the state of you know, reinventing yourself, in the state of discovering more about yourself here again. We do have the Tower card here, but this Tower card is actually a good card, and it's funny because you have the Death and the Tower, and those are two cards that people are really, really scared of, but it just means change. Change is coming for you here. Something is crumbling, something is changing in your life. I don't feel like this change is bad. It might feel overwhelming right now because things are different, but that doesn't mean, again, that it's kind of like a bad change here. Of course, it could feel like that. Of course, like maybe just some things you thought were going to happen hasn't really happened for you here, or you're kind of looking to kind of rebuild a little bit, but there is these kind of changes happening in your life. And again, like I was saying before, it's almost like this energy doesn't die. It's becoming kind of internal. You're becoming kind of the new you in a sense as well. Here, self-discovery, change, and again, you have to expect miracles. So expect good things are kind of coming in for you here. Even if maybe right now it's not feeling like it's Scorpio, there is going to be some kind of, I feel like, good news on the way for you. We have the Three of Cups coming out here, which is a celebration, which is, could be, you know, a birthday party, could be a wedding, could be birth, could be just socializing with friends, could be hanging out, maybe you're reconnecting with people here, but it's definitely kind of a celebration, and that's why I'm not really scared of this Tower in this reading for you. I'm not feeling like it's like a bad Tower in a way. I don't know why. It's funny because sometimes I'm like, you know, I'm feeling a lot for you. And sometimes I don't feel things. I mean, I feel a little bit, and then I kind of move on. But it's just so stuck of a lot of things are coming up right now for you, Scorpio. But it's I'm getting this new way of either maybe looking at the world, or again this perspective coming in here. This new outlook, this new change on things. And I see you kind of like reconnecting with friends, or reconnecting with people maybe around you, or celebrating more, or, you know, finding joy or finding happiness here with this new outlook. Like you're coming in and you're being like, I'm kind of a different person now. Maybe you're trying to connect with more people in your community as well. Different people here, but I don't know. Yeah, it just feels like that. It just feels like this kind of this newness. Anywhere there was this kind of this moment of clouded judgment, or this moment of feeling like, you know, you don't know what's going to be next for you, you're confused, maybe overthinking a lot, just having a lot of like cloudiness going on in your brain. We have the Seven of Cups here in reverse, which means energy of we understand, we see now, where there was a lot of confusion, maybe there was a lot of choices. We're now clear on kind of where we want to move forward, or kind of like what's next for us here. So again, there might have been some time where you're just like, I don't know what's next, I don't know what to do, I'm really confused, I have a lot of choices in front of me, and I just don't know what to do here, I don't know which choice to kind of pick. We have the Six of Wands here, so there is a victory here for you. So again, whatever was kind of confusing us, I feel like you're maybe more connected to yourself now, or kind of knowing what you kind of want to do in these 2 weeks in September here. You're going to see what's maybe clearly right for you, Scorpio, the right decision here, and see it as a major victory. And again, even all these things that I'm saying, it doesn't feel like bad, whatever this changes are. It doesn't feel, again, that we are kind of moving to a space of negativity. It does still come up here that we might be just being very emotional right now with the Ace of Cups in reverse. This could be also breakup energy as well. So maybe some of you are going through breakups right now. But this is more kind of just like emotional kind of sadness. I'm feeling not like this emotional beginning here. And it feels kind of connected to this Tower moment, maybe this change that is happening. Maybe it's a change that you didn't want to happen in your life, but it kind of just did happen. And again, you're coming into it as this kind of new person, as this new kind of outlook for yourself here. So again, maybe this was a relationship. Maybe this was just someone else here for you again, or it's just your own emotion here. They're just telling you to have strength at this time, you know. I'm getting, while things are changing here, that obviously it's not easy. You know, this is all going to be like sunshine and rainbows for you. It's not, but there is going to be this kind of, again, like I was saying before, this kind of new you, this new kind of perspective on things that you're kind of now bringing to the table. This eternal nature. So just keep going, even if you're feeling like you're having your bad day. If you are feeling like, you know, you're just overly emotional one day, allow that to process, allow that to happen in these 2 weeks, and just know like things will get better in the future for you. But tend for yourself, care for yourself here if you need it. You know, trust those emotions that are coming up right now. Just have the strength to be like, you know what, things will be better eventually for me here. We do have the Hangman coming out, and the Hangman is representative of taking a time out to pause, a time to reflect. Not really a time of action, but a time to kind of think and process. Can I get more on what this Hangman is maybe about for this reading? It feels like this time out is kind of, with the cards that are coming up here, I have the World in reverse, I have the Star in reverse, I have the Sun card, and I have the the Nine of Pentacles coming out here. The World in reverse card is, again, this card of kind of things not coming to a close, things kind of not changing here for us. This energy of, again, maybe you're feeling like you are kind of stuck where you are in the world. Maybe this is a sign that you're maybe not traveling. But the world kind of talks about a completion, or like a cycle of completion. It's interesting, we have the Death card in reversed, and we have like the World card in reversed as well. And I feel like it's just kind of this feeling that things won't, the world almost will like never be the same, or you're feeling like that. Again, this new perspective that I was talking about before with you, Scorpio, where you're just like, things are kind of maybe changing here, or you're kind of changing here again, and you're just kind of like, I don't want to kind of go back to my old me. I don't want to kind of go back to the way things were here. So we might having some time to kind of just sit back and think about things here, you know, think about what we want to change in the world, think about, you know, how what we can do here, what we want for in this lifetime. I feel like you might be kind of getting a lot of those psychological kind of questions right now, or questions for yourself here, where you're just like, you know, what do I truly want? What are my hopes for the future? What's my hopes for the world? What's my hopes for, you know, I think it's like all this kind of reflection happening with you with that in these 2 weeks. You know, what is it that will truly make me happy? What do I want to do in this lifetime? You know, what do I want to leave this like what, not like what legacy, but it's just like, what do I kind of want to leave? How do I kind of want to leave my mark, it feels like, on the world? Or like, what did I come here to do? Which are all very kind of really deep questions here, Scorpio. So again, you might be having these like deep questions right now of being like, okay, so what is it that I do want to create in this world? You know, what are my hopes for the future? What are my hopes for society? What am I working towards here? And it's like almost these restructuring to find this like self-worth and this self kind of contentment or happiness here. We have the Sun and we have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Sun is all about our joy, is all about our abundance, is all about what kind of makes us shine, what makes us kind of happy. You see like how happy the kind of little kid here is on the back of the horse. It's just like everything is amazing. The Nine of Pentacles for me is all about our self-worth, our self-value, our self-care here as well. So it feels like you're going to be like, what really makes me feel happy? What really makes me feel content? What really makes me feel in a space where I value myself and value my work? So again, you're having those kind of questions right now. They keep just saying this phrase that life is short, which it is, and I guess that is, you know, it's I don't know if that's kind of like something you've been saying to yourself recently, or maybe that's part of this kind of new philosophy for you here, this new way of looking at the world. But yeah, something about like life is short. That might be kind of something that you are kind of feeling right now. We do have the Hermit card in reversed here. Hermit card in reverse is Virgo energy, but sometimes again it's saying that we are isolating ourselves a little too much here. Again, it's like almost finding that nice balance between like that reflection without kind of completely isolating ourselves or distancing ourselves from people. They still want you to have these kind of connections, again with this Three of Cups, you know, maybe meeting up with friends, going out, having fun, celebrating and things like that. So watch, we're just not really kind of reclusing ourselves right now. I'm just going to feel what is this Queen of Wands popping up? There might be a fire sign popping out here, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that is coming in to help you a little bit. Maybe get out of this energy if you're feeling that way. We have the Six of Pentacles coming here, which is someone being charitable or someone kind of giving you an offer here. This could be money, yes. This could be someone kind of be like, hey, I'm just going to give you some money to help you out this week. Or they're like, hey, like come out this way, I'll buy you lunch or something like that. Or here's a little like financial offer to kind of get you through here. Maybe this person is really creative, Scorpio. This is someone you know, who you look up to, like for what they do or their career. Maybe they're coming through with, again, money, but maybe they're coming through with advice. Maybe they're coming through with a helping hand. Maybe they're like, hey, let me buy you lunch. We can talk about a few things here. I don't know, this person is coming to offer you something when at this time that's feeling very kind of alone or by ourselves. I'm just gonna pull a few more cards here. I get some movement, travel, okay. If you can kind of financially afford it right now, or if you can kind of take some time off. I don't know why I'm seeing this kind of moving or traveling card away here, but I feel like they're kind of telling you, so I'm just pulling out more cards as I'm saying this. We have the Six of Swords coming out here. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. And I feel like this is saying getting away for a bit, even if it's just like, I don't know, a cottage an hour away, even if it's just like, you know, visiting a friend in a different city for a weekend. I think they're kind of really saying here that this kind of moving or this kind of traveling will be really good for our brain if we're having sleepless nights or things are overacting. I don't know why. Maybe this would be like a better distraction. Maybe you're just kind of seeing things outside of your kind of current moment. You're like, oh yeah, like just being in a different place is really helping me right now get out of this kind of funk or get out of this kind of head space. So if you can travel in these 2 weeks, like I said, even if it's just for a day, I think they're really suggesting you kind of do that because we do have the Five of Wands here and we have the Ten of Wands coming out here as well, which is just saying that there is a little bit of conflict and things are just feeling like a lot right now for you with this kind of Ten of Wands. It's like that kind of final push energy for you here, kind of Scorpio. So again, there might be some conflict happening in your life. Maybe this is what's happening with the Sadness card, you know, with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Maybe it's happening with this change, but I feel like there is going to be justice in the future for whatever you are going through right now or whatever burden you are facing at this time. The Justice card is all about that. The Justice card is like, karma is kind of moving in your favor here. All this kind of hard work you may be doing, or all this conflict that's happening, there'll be a just response if you are kind of in this energy of doing the right thing, here. Yeah. All right. Let me pull you some oracle cards, some more on this. All right. Two great cards. So this is from the Energy Oracle, and I'll just read you it. The card that you got was Envy. This card shows a woman holding a huge pearl in one hand and a platter of coins and pearls in the other. She stands in a silver room looking out at the golden city on the horizon. She has a life of value already, but she ignores that and longs for a shining prosperity she sees elsewhere. Instead of feeling happy and fulfilled, her desire for more only causes a deep sense of lack and dissatisfaction. The energy shows in her dress. This card upright is telling you to let go of jealousy and acknowledge the blessings that you already have in your life. Maybe this is also where this energy of life is too short is kind of coming from as well. You're just like, I'm not going to kind of focus on this unhappiness. I'm going to focus on kind of something else here. Now is the time to... The next line is talking about focus. Now is the time to shift your focus. After all, when you envy others, it only attracts more to them and not to you. Notice all that you have and thank the universe for it. If this card is near the appreciation card in your spread, this message is doubly important. Now is the time to move to from a consciousness of lack to one of value. With this shift, all things changes. And this is what I was kind of talking about with this new kind of perspective we were having, or this kind of new you energy. Maybe this time to reflect has caused you to kind of shift your energy of what you are kind of feeling out of life here as well. Because we also have all paths lead home, and this is talking about your inner authority and intuition and turning your gaze within. So this is what we're talking about before. We're taking this time out, this hangman energy, this kind of contemplation, philosophical time. It's normal to look at the external world for answers and guidance, but what's revolutionary is turning your gaze inward. You're being called to source your guidance from within and to study the terrain of your inner landscape and to develop a reliable relationship with your soul. The more time you spend connecting to your soul, the deeper the connection will become, and the challenge for empaths is staying connected without cutting off from the world. The best way to do this is to develop a daily practice that helps you to keep checking in, to draw on the wisdom within, and let that be the authority in your life. If this card appears, you may be called to develop or switch up your spiritual practice, to get in the habit of turning your gaze within and getting centered for the day before consuming anything from the outside world, to start from the feeling at homeness and throughout each day to find simple ways to keep coming home. This doesn't mean switching off from the realities of today's world. We need as many conscious people as possible living with their eyes wide open. Rather, it's a call to start your day from a place of connectedness, grace, and when you let the world in, you do it from an unshakable state of being, a state where you draw your strength, authority, and guidance from a place deep, deep within. All right, Scorpio, that was a beautiful reading for you. This was the end of month's reading. I hope this helped.